it's warm, it's windy, and I'm gonna be here screaming about Powerpuff Girls Z! It's the only way you could say that name, you just can't say it any other way. This video will be talking about Powerpuff Girls Z! If anything in this video confuses you, go watch the anime. It's fun, I think. Hello everyone, J5 the Hyperforce here, the one that flies super high with style and panache. And welcome to this Hyper Talks, a rambly video series where I talk about design, writing, oddities, basically anything relating to my passions and or profession that I want to ramble on about, like Mojo when he's doing one of his mighty rants. I was gonna try and ramble like he does, but I don't have the lung power or speaking speed to do that justice. Another design video today, focused on the spin-off of the Powerpuff Girls series, Powerpuff Girls Z! Cause, yeah, that's the only way you can say it. The anime adaptation of the Cartoon Network show. Then that anime got a dub into English. Either way, I love this anime! Both PPG and PPGZ are great shows, but today I'm focusing on Z because of what I realised a while ago. As you've seen by the title, the original and the 2016 reboot of Powerpuff Girls has a fourth Powerpuff Girl that show up at some point. Bunny in the original and Blisstina in the reboot. No, everyone's favourite Powerpuff Girl, Blisstina. The concept of a fourth Powerpuff Girl has always interested me. Heck, I've done it myself back when I was a wee lad with my PPGZ OC. Fayu? Don't know how to say your fucking name, mate. In fact, yeah, I'll just give a disclaimer now. I will probably pronounce all of the Japanese names in this video wrong. Fuyu was the fourth Powerpuff and was a boy because, ooh, trend breaking! Fuyu isn't the focus of this video today. I just wanted to show that yes, I tried to make a fourth Powerpuff for the Z team back in the day, and I'm back again to ask the question, what if Blisstina and Bunny were in Powerpuff Girls Z? But first, if the beat-em-all / Bottleman series interests you, and you want to see a more teen and young adult oriented story, then please check out my visual novel with a simple yet vast battle system, Armatelum Showdown! Yes, it has the same energy as Powerpuff Girls Z! It's about a group of teenagers trying to recover the lost history of a world revolving around the new kingdom of Beatundera and the AR sport of Armatelum. Along the way, you'll fight villains trying to do the same and grow bonds with your party and the island. And of course, you play the game's fight scenes while customizing your blaster's ability and ammo. Gotta plug my shit because I want people to play my game, please! Also, the script is the exact same as all the other times I've said this plug because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah! You can download the demo or play the full early access work in progress game over on itch.io. It'd be amazing and mean the world to me if you at least tried out the demo. Links for the game are in the description. In fact, it should be like the second line in the description so it's seeable without like opening the description. So yeah, give it a go. If the character designs that I make today and the character concepts interest you, again, more of that is in our Armatelum Showdown. Thank you for listening! Remember to like, comment and subscribe so this video can get out to more people. It will mean a lot. Thank you. Before I show you my wasted efforts, I'm going to need to establish some ground rules before I get started here. First, I'll be referring to the Z characters by the Japanese names, so there's no confusion when I say Blossom and Blossom. Who was I talking about there? Who knows? But if I say Blossom and Momoko / Hyper Blossom, you know who I mean. This also means I will be referring to the Magical Girls form's Japanese names. Hyper Blossom, Rolling Bubbles, and Powered Buttercup. Or, if you want to say it like the anime does, Hyper Blossom! Rolling Bubbles! Powered! The other girls are just like, hell yeah, and then Buttercup's just like screaming. Again, for clarity, it's so weird that in the English dub of Z, Blossom is just Blossom. The whole angle of the PPGZ girls being alter egos separate from their civilian lives is lost in the dub, although they still act like Blossom and Blossom are two different girls, whereas Momoko and Hyper Blossom make sense. I will be sticking to this version of the names. So yes, Bliss and Bonnie will both be getting new names. Second, the characters are not going to be one-to-one compared to their original versions. While Kaoru is similar to Buttercup, Momoko is a different character to Blossom. Blossom's meant to be the leader, the level-headed, hyper-focused one, smart and a bit egocentric, whereas Momoko is a hyperactive boy-crazy weeb with a sweet tooth. Blossom and Momoko are pretty different. Characters can be twisted to what I think fits better for them. Of course, I'm not going to completely redo them, but more so rewrite them to fit better with Z and give them more interesting stories. Because one character only exists for one fucking episode. Third, both Bonnie and Bliss are designed to have powers and abilities based in areas that Momoko, Miyako, and Kaoru don't cover. I see them as being speed, support, and power respectively. So Bliss and Bonnie will cover other ideas when it comes to combat. And finally, this is just for fun. If I've missed out details about the characters that I've forgotten over the years, then let me know in the comments below. If you've watched my Bottleman videos, you know I get shit wrong. So forgive me if something's not correct. I did do my research though, but I'm not good at research admittedly. Okay, no more wasting time, let's get into the main video. Let's go! Let's start with the official 4th Powerpuff Girl in Season 2 of Powerpuff Girls Z! The first new... Every time I say it like that, it makes me giggle. The first new member to be introduced is Blisstina Z's counterpart. The first new member to be introduced is Blisstina Z's counterpart, Tina Johnson! Yes, I will explain that name, give me time. Since New Townsville is basically Tokyo in the Japanese/original dub, Tina is an American transfer student that moved to New Townsville/Tokyo because her parents got a great new job opportunity here. She's very stand out from everyone given that she's foreign, black, Latino, not Asian, and tall. And ripped! Since she's from a different country, I wanted to give her a very American sounding name without using the Smith last name. I looked it up on Google and Johnson was the second result. Oh no, if there's a better name for her, leave it in the comments below. In the English dub, Tina will just be from a different state or something. Is Townsville in America? So that means New Townsville would also be in America, I guess. I don't know. Again, we're working off the Japanese rules here. Her normal name being Tina, from Blisstina. Bliss will be her magical girl name. In fact, she's called Mighty Bliss. So I took her original name and split it in two, Bliss and Tina. To explain how she became a Powerpuff Girl, during the beginning of Season 2 Episode 1, another Z-Ray incident occurred. On that day, Tina got struck by a new batch of white and black Z-Rays while shielding someone from the blast, gaining her magical girl alter ego, Mighty Bliss, like the other girls before her. Not very creative, I know, but again, we're talking about the characters here, not the events. Besides, adding black Z-Rays too, that's a new twist on the concept, right? I guess. If you have any better ideas, put them in the comments below! When Tina is a normal girl, she's a tall girl with long, flowing cyan hair that flows outwards, but more like a shield in shape. What? The Z-Girl's haircuts are like a bigger version of the original girl's haircuts. Blossom/Momoko's hair looks like a cape, because Momoko likes superheroes. Or at least that's how I've always seen it as. Blossom and Momoko have like hair capes. Also, with the hair being more exaggerated on the PPGZ girls, I turned Blissina's bangs that cover some of her eyes into a more wild version to match. One part of her fringe covers over her eye too, kinda relating to her more shut-in personality. I'll explain that later. Anyways, she has purple eyes and a black skin tone, the exact same one as Blissina's. I took the colours from an official render. She's wearing something more American than Japanese, like say just some jeans, a purple t-shirt, something modest that her family would prefer. Heck, one of her outfits could be a reference to the original American outfits for the Powerpuff Girls. A purple sleeveless dress with a black band around the waist, white tights, and black shoes. Maybe that same design but with a nice jacket to go along with it. Maybe an American flag on a vest? I don't know, to be honest. Got any good ideas for outfits for Tina? Leave them in the comments below, again! I have been asking for a lot. It's kind of the point of Hyper Talks though. This is more of a character design video and not a character design video. This is more about who Tina is rather than what she wears. While in her Powerpuff Girls Z form, she has a purple outfit and uses 2 giant shields for her weapons. My idea for Mighty Bliss is that she's defense orientated. She's not as strong as Powered Buttercup, but she's the 2nd strongest. Normally anyways. She plays a more methodical defense game, offering herself up as a tanky target while the other girls sneak attack the villain's weak points. She aggroes and keeps her defenses up. A good smack from her knuckle shields falls even the biggest and strongest of foes, ready to get a follow-up attack from Powered Buttercup's Power Hammer, or whatever it's called. Her shields are knuckle dusters, but with shields on the end of them. She, however, is pretty immobile in this form. Her flight is really slow, so she needs to piggyback off someone if she needs to move quickly. But because of her weight and the weight of her shields, the only one who's strong enough to do this for long periods of time is Powered Buttercup. In terms of Tina's school and personal life, Kaoru gravitated towards Tina because of how athletically amazing she is with that ripped body and tall stature. However, Tina sucks at sports unlike Kaoru. Tina knows how to have a greater exercise routine and diet, but can't really do anything else. She's expected to be this perfect daughter by her successful parents, but she can't be, so she has a bit of an inferiority complex. Yes, this is a jab at Blistina's Mary Soonis. Yes, this is an expanded concept of Blisstina not being able to be the perfect little girl from the original. She does have some skills, but not the skills her parents want. You can make some heartfelt episodes about the girls trying to find some talents Tina's good at, realizing that her being a Powerpuff Girl is one of her bigger talents. She's a superhero, which is a very important role to play, according to Miyako anyways. But she is right, defending New Townsville is a mighty job for Mighty Bliss. Tina tends to be a bit of a shut-in, not really being that sociable, but with the other PPGZ girls, she eventually opens up and the girls get to learn more about Tina and see the true Tina. A very bright and bubbly girl, just like Momoko and Miyako. God, those 2 names are similar now that I'm saying them out loud. These girls are the first real friends Tina's really had. She loves them like family. Tina can get attached to people and things very intensely. If any bullies start messing with the PPGZ members, Precious Little Bunny especially, we'll talk about her later, Tina will go confront them head on, but wouldn't want to fight them, because she knows she could seriously hurt someone, even in her normal Tina form. She will protect her friends. Big sis energy! Because Blisstina is a big sister to the original 3, although one day Tina will break someone's nose. She is 1 or 2 years older than the main trio after all. So yeah, big sis energy. Blisstina has anxiety because of her chemical W instability and unstable power level, so Tina will also have anxiety relating to her Mighty Bliss form. She's so strong, she doesn't want to hurt those who could be hurt. A good punch from her knuckle duster shield can cause huge explosions. She plays defensive, because if she plays offensive, she could hurt her new friends, because of her unstable Z-Ray power. Tina has anger issues. Her anger fuels her surge to smack down foes in her way, but she knows that she has to be the target so her friends can take charge. She's conflicted. She will do anything for the girls that took her messy life in with open arms. Her emotions are even stronger in her Mighty Bliss form, because of the Black Z-Rays messing with her, but one day she will snap. This could lead to a fun special episode where her anger and anxiety change the white Z-Rays in her body into black Z-Rays, causing her to go berserk in her Mighty Bliss form. And the PPGZ have to figure out how to neutralize a Powerpuff Girl powered by 100% black Z-Rays. A Powerpuff Girl whose whole thing is defense. A Powerpuff Girl who's an uncontrollable mess. Something about Kaoru's best friendship with Tina helping her come back to normal, turning the black Z-Rays back into white. Power, friendship and whatnot. Her family life, her uselessness outside of being a Powerpuff Girl, her outcast nature, her being unable to vent her anger but has to take attacks and mistakes over and over, her anxiety and fear of her magical girl form, all of this pressure and stress collapses onto her, which what causes her to snap. Then the professor puts a punching bag in the lab for Tina to beat up so the incident doesn't happen again. Because it's Powerpuff Girls Z, it's a silly show. We have to make it silly at some point. This incident could add in new lore that Z-Rays can change forms depending on circumstances. No, lol. And to think Powered Buttercup is still stronger than Mighty Bliss. Powered Buttercup has a better handle of her powers, unlike Mighty Bliss, so that also makes the green Powerpuff stronger than the purple one. Just because she's a newcomer doesn't mean that she gets the power scale above the original, you know, until Black Z-Rays start messing with her, you know, fun episode idea, I don't know. For some miscellaneous stuff, every Powerpuff Girls Z member has a shape that goes along with them. Hyper Blossom is hearts, Rolling Bubbles is circles, because bubbles, and Powered Buttercup is stars. Mighty Bliss's symbol is a square, a pretty solid shape that's similar to a shield. Tina could have a soft spot for plushies, her childhood Me Elephant plushie being one of her favourites. Miyako and Tina just start a plushie appreciation club with me and Octi, you know, just like a fun little episode. Yes, this is silly, but it's cute. Yes, I know the elephant's name is Me, M-I-H. It's totally not him backwards. And it's like a him disguise, but I thought giving Tina an elephant plushie called Me, M-E-I, could be a cute little reference to the original show. Well, the reboot of the original show. You get what I mean, the original show Blisstina comes from. In the Japanese version of Powerpuff Girls Z, Tina could speak English at points, kinda like how Japanese Sonic does.
That's right. Oh, what a great view! Whoa, go shit!
Why? She's American. Of course she'd speak English from time to time. Doing some research on Blisstina, I found a villain named the Spord, who disguised himself as a boy named Logan, and was a boy that Blisstina crushed on. Given how Powerpuff Girls Z handles Princess Morbox and Sedusa, making them villain personas of two girls, Himiko and Annie, in the exact same vein that Hyper Blossom is Momoko's hero persona, Logan could be a new Z villain who turns into the Spord thanks to Black Z-Rays. The twist of him being a villain could set off Mighty Bliss's rage, and we get a preview of Mighty Bliss's raw white plus black Z-Ray power. A hint towards her Snapped episode. Mojo Jojo saw Blisstina as his best friend. No idea how Tina and Z Mojo Jojo would bond. Maybe they get an episode where they get stranded together and they just form an allyship for the betterment of Mojo Jojo. He has to team up with this stinky human in order to survive. Something like that. Blisstina also has a connection to him, so with Tina having black Z-Rays in her system, if Z-Him returns, he could mess with her or something. Oh no, I'm just making shit up now. Lol. Okay, time for the next girl, the one-episode experiment, Bunny. Bunny has been done before. I've seen fan arts of a PPGZ Bunny before, and Blisstina for that matter, but I'm pretty sure my idea for her is going to be unique and the best one. Not to brag a little. Powerpuff Girls Z's Bunny is a prototype for the Professor and Ken Utonium's latest idea, PPG Androids. Drake Utonium thinks that it's unfair for New Townsville and Tokyo to get the powerful aid of the Powerpuff Girls Z. So, he decides to create a prototype for giving the world artificial Powerpuff Girls. The prototype who would eventually evolve into his daughter and Ken's sister. However, model PPGA00 is unstable and her hydraulic systems are way too strong, leading her to have really fast running speeds and insane jumps. But she can't fly because of her aerodynamic issues and issues with her jet thrusters. Miyako decided to call her Bunny because of her amazing jump height and her uniform being silver, reminding Miyako of the moon. In Japan, the man of the moon is the rabbit on the moon, to put it simply, so Bunny. So, rabbit of the moon, moon silver, Bunny. She is then officially dubbed as Athletic Bunny by Momoko. Given that the original series Bunny is a broken experiment, Athletic Bunny 2 is a broken experiment. But this android lives on after a debut episode. Because of the professor starting to see Athletic Bunny as his daughter, he starts turning her into a half-fighting machine, half-artificial girl. To learn how to be a proper girl, Athletic Bunny attends the school with the other Powerpuff Girls. She's named Suki Utonium and can transform into Athletic Bunny the same way the other Powerpuff Girls do. When PPGA00 is in her Suki Utonium performance mode, she's a pretty dumb girl. Even more of an airhead ditz than Miyako. At least English dub Miyako. I have no idea how airheaded she is in the Japanese dub.
I'd hop in and keep you company, but I don't think I'd fit.
A very ditzy girl who isn't aware of her metal-like weight or even her limb sizes, crashing and tripping all the time. She's very airheaded and can't understand even basic conversations sometimes. She's talented at maths though, given she has a computer brain. Why is Suki dumb? Like how OG Bunny is dumb because she's Well, PPGZ Bonnie is dumb because of a lack of knowledge about the world she was born into. Her AI is perfect for battle, but not for being a normal girl. She wasn't built like that in mind until the two professors started seeing her as family. So while Athletic Bunny is a master of battle, Suki Utonium is a dumb girl. She's a dumbass. She acts like Ken's older sister and tries to help him, even if she's really stupid and can annoy Ken at points. Her dumbness can annoy the girls, even the more patient Miyako and Tina, while Suki just stares on in blissful unawareness. Over the course of the series, she will get smarter as her AI gets worked on. In terms of her design, she has light brown hair, a top of the head style ponytail just like the original bunny does. In fact, there's two of them to resemble rabbit ears. And she has Ken's eye colour, which is a muted blue? Black? I gave her muted blue. She wears something like what Ken wears, a scientist outfit to fit right in with her family. If the school that the girls attended had a school uniform, she'd wear that too, even as casual attire. Since the PPGZ girls tend to wear different outfits across the series, this professor look for Suki isn't her end-all be-all outfit. It's also why I gave Tina two different outfits earlier. I think Suki would wear outfits that are more function over fashion, you know, to help her joints move better, and to not get clothes stuck in her joints or whatever. There could be a new episode of the new season where Suki keeps replicating the outfits of the other girls, annoying them that she's stealing their style or something. So, Miyako takes Suki on a shopping trip to get her some new girly clothes to wear for school. Gives Suki her own clothes and style. Blah blah gangrene gang attack or something, I don't know, maybe Mojo Jojo. Any idea on how you'd dress Suki? Leave your thoughts in the comments below! You will do it, I demand you! In terms of her Athletic Bunny performance mode, she's an android Powerpuff Girl with a silver uniform, a moon reference, and her weapon is a mobile version of the Z-Ray Neutralizer ray gun that she wears as a backpack. She's got the most long range so she can snipe people while sky high after a big jump. She can neutralize threats from afar, that's her class, she's a sniper. While Mighty Bliss is the tank and distracts the monster, Athletic Bunny can be high in the sky, using her zoomed-in vision to find bald spots on top of the monster's head and snipe some neutralizing Z-rays into it. So when Princess Morbox is on a rampage again, instead of the girls having to drag her back to the lab and neutralize her back into Himigo Shuriken, Athletic Bunny can just do it herself right there and then, once Princess Morbox is tired out or knocked out, because we need a fight for the episode. Bunny can weaken them while the other Powerpuffs knock her out and then Bunny can neutralize her. Gameplay. That Z-Ray Neutralizer gun that she wears as a backpack is kinda like Luigi's Poltergust now that I look at it properly. Hyper Blossom is the sweeper, Rolling Bubbles is the mage, Powered Buttercup is the glass cannon, Mighty Bliss is the tank, and Athletic Bunny is the sniper. They all have different roles to play, having pros and cons to their fighting styles, so when all of the girls work together, they will become an unstoppable force. Yes, Hyper Blossom's yo-yo reaches far, Rolling Bubbles has her bubble shots that can travel far, and Powered Buttercup's hammer can shoot off energy waves. Athletic Bunny's snipes can go the furthest, and is also the fastest at travelling that distance. Thanks to her eyes having zoom-in features kinda like cameras, she can snipe from distances the other girls can't even see. That's how long range she is. Just some team dynamic suggestions for you. I can imagine a flight scene where the girls are speaking about their game plan, and you just see Athletic Bunny in the background hopping up to them, and then slowly falling back down, just to repeat the process. She has mad hops. Athletic Bunny will never be born, and holy shit, she's born! For some miscellaneous stuff, her symbol is a crescent moon, because of her connection to bunnies and the whole rabbit of the moon thing. That's why she's called Suki, as in moon. She's the second tallest, even if OG Bunny is taller than OG Blisstina. Bunny talks like a typical android, and even has a robotic filter over her voice. She also screams in binary code when she's scared, because she's a robot. But over the course of the show, her vocabulary modules and code get improved by the Professor and Ken, allowing her to slowly but surely speak more human. Just like with her AI, it keeps getting improved. Now then, why did I go with an android instead of an artificial girl like the original Bunny was? Well, first, Momoko, Miyako and Kaoru aren't artificial girls either. They aren't even sisters. To be honest, Android is what popped up into my head first when I was thinking about a Powerpuff Girls Z Bunny. Heck, the Utonium family is way more technology and robotics focused in Powerpuff Girls Z. Poochie, for example, is a fully sentient robot dog that they made. I mean, the white Z-rays definitely helped give the robot dog sentience, but it definitely acted upon its own accord before the Z-rays happened. Look at this clip, he's stealing food from the guys when they said not to. That dog is alive. The Z-rays just made him talk. So, why not go one step further? A robot human! A series of robot girls who have the powers and capabilities of the Powerpuff Girls. Send them out to all of the cities and keep the world protected. Not just New Townsville. Maybe the professors have figured out how to recreate Z-rays in a controlled environment so they can give them to these androids to give them more sentience and give them the powers of the Powerpuff Girls. I mean, they did accidentally create it by throwing these Japanese food into Chemical Z, into Chemical X, so I don't know. Or is it Chemical Z? I think it's Chemical X, but then it turns into Z. I don't know. I'll watch the clip of the episode later. Besides, I think the android angle for Bunny makes her stand out way more against the other Powerpuff Girls. So I'm sticking to Robo-Girl. Could have a sweet episode with Tina and Suki bonding over their outcast nature of being foreign and artificial, respectively. You know, if the anime wants to go that far. And that is what if Blisstina and Bunny were reinvented for Powerpuff Girls Z! Again, that's the other way you're allowed to say that. Well, yes, Suki and Tina are pretty different from Bunny and Blisstina. I think I did a pretty good job here of rebooting them, introducing new dynamics in the friendship group and fighting team that would add to the original trio quite well, I hope. I didn't even mention all kinds of dynamics that could be done here, like say Tina and Momoko both being boy crazy, or Miyako taking Tina out on a shopping trip so the tall girl can buy some Japanese clothes to make her fit in more better as per request of Tina, and then maybe the end of the episode is like, but Tina, your style is really unique. The fact that your style is different is what makes you you. It's what makes you unique and stand out. And then Tina can be like, oh, I guess you're right. Some sort of moral about being who you want to be, being yourself and whatnot. Don't try to fit in, just be who you want to be. Maybe Kaoru and Suki playing sports, but Suki's broken hydraulics just kicks the football so hard it pops or something. You know, dynamics like that. Kaoru and Tina is probably the best working dynamic here, given that they're both tough girls with emotional issues. But hey, at the end of the day, this is a silly magical girl anime based on the Powerpuff Girls. I shouldn't be thinking about it this seriously, but who's gonna stop me? There are some things that are still the same, like Blistina's dangerous and unstable powers, and Bunny's dumbassery. Hopefully these more fleshed out concepts made them feel fresher, and in the case of Blisstina, more justifiable. I know Blisstina wasn't a liked character, but hopefully Tina and Mighty Bliss are a better version of Blisstina. With that said, share your thoughts, feelings and suggestions down in the comments below. I'd be more than happy to read your comments and see how you'd handle this idea. I'd love for anyone who can replicate the Powerpuff Girls Z's style to draw Mighty Bliss in Athletic Bonnie. That would be so cool to see. Heck, if you want to see an expanded version of this concept, fully fleshing out character arcs, character dynamics, maybe write out some full episode concept with these girls. Maybe even make Rowdy Rough Boy versions of Mighty Bliss and Athletic Bonnie. Once again, let me know in the comments down below and give the video some traction! Thank you for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell and set it to all notifications to help support the channel and to get this video out to more people and please the YouTube gods and whatever else I say in these segments. Follow me on Twitter at J5 the Hyperforce to keep up to date with whatever I'm working on. I post updates on there about my stuff. And shitpost, those show up too. I actually made a couple of riddles to tease this exact video, so if you want to try and guess what video I'm making next, follow me on my Twitter. I always tend to post hints about what I'm making next. Like with Rise Speeder, I just posted blackcurrant bottles, just randomly. For this video, I posted a few riddles. Now that you've seen all of this video, maybe you can reverse engineer that riddle and see what I was going with. If you have any fan arts to send me, like VTuber Jody, or Josh, but we all know that Jody's better, my new versions of Bliss and Bunny, Sakura Yui, or anything relating to me, send them to me on Twitter at J5 the Hyperforce and I'll feature them within the next video that I'm editing at the time. With all that said and done, this has been J5 the Hyperforce. I'll see you whenever next. Goodbye!